Welcome to Noise Reel. I'm David Elphick and this is...
Ellie Televian.
And we've got so much going on and it's our December show. So I've worn the snowflakes.
It's Christmas time.
Oh, carry on, that was really nice. Okay.
So yeah, coming up on the show, I'm going to be speaking to Julian and Claire from the
South Coast Jazz Festival.
Yeah, exciting.
A wonderful little festival that happens in January. It's very cool, it's very cool.
And they're so passionate and excited about it. Stay tuned for that.
Yeah, I went down Mutations Festival. We went down to Mutations Festival, had an amazing time, and we've got lots of interviews and some highlights to bring you from that. And also Seeker are live on the show, doing a session, and they also do a lot of nice Christmassy songs as well.
Yeah, I just met them in the toilets. Their voices are absolutely fantastic.
And they've been practicing in the toilets?
They were practicing in the toilets.
They're warming up in the toilets,
yeah.
Brilliant. She's got an amazing voice, I'm really looking forward to that. Yeah, they'll be doing a session for us at the end of the show, and we'll be chatting to them about their new single.
But first,
I've got a couple of release bits of news for you. Okay, first off, a band called High Tide from just down the coast, and they're releasing their new song, Do What You Want To. Ooh, yeah. It's very catchy. I'll let them take it away. Now, I really quite like that video, and do you know what? It's because it's a fan-made video. Obviously, they've obviously asked all their fans to send in them singing and doing the lyrics and stuff like that, and it harks back to Feed Just the Day. Do you remember?
Which you were listening to, yeah.
Yeah, so great song. I really like the idea on the video. Or obviously, it's a video. It's an idea that's been used before, but I really like the way they've done it. And they must be a band that's really got a massive following now, because I reckon they were probably fans from across the world.
Yeah.
So
to produce that.
To produce
come up
that.
With that. Yeah.
Lots of fans. You've got to have a lot of fans and a lot of following to be able to do a video like that. So yeah, good on them. Good video.
Very cool.
Second up, the self-help group, Brighton-based band, and they've got their new album coming out called Dead Stars. And the first video release from that album is for a track called Luigi's Waltz. It's a bit eerie. If you don't like small children wearing animal masks, look away now. That one. It actually reminds me a little bit of a guy called Jim Noir.
Okay.
If you ever step on my house, I'll bring it. No.
I don't know him. Tell me about him.
Key of C album a few years ago. Really good artist. Anyway, so it kind of reminds me of that. But a really cool, really chilled out group, and worth checking out live as well.
Should we get on with the show?
Let's get on with the show.
Traveling to you from my mind.
I am here with Julian and Claire from South Coast Jazz Festival. How are you?
We're good.
Good, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, good, thank you. And you're here to talk about the festival happening in January. How's it going?
Well, it's done. It's wrapped up. We're ready to go. We're just looking forward to it now.
If you're stuck for Christmas presents, for 20 quid you can get a ticket to one of these fantastic gigs and see 2 bands a night. And so this is the bit now where we're doing the PR. So thank you for talking to us about it, because we're keen to, to get, like last year we had a sellout festival. So this year we've extended it one more night. So we're Thursday to Sunday rather than Wednesday to Sunday. So fingers crossed we can get the people to come in on a Thursday as well.
That's very cool.
You know Jack, who was talking about his new generation jazz? Well, he's a kind of partner, and he's a colleague of ours in the town, and he's kicking off actually with the bands on the Thursday night, which is our extra night. Thursday nights. We're doing Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday this year, and he is going to write a piece of music especially for the festival.
Wow.
Both Claire and I are writing pieces of music for the festival for our respective junior input workshops. I'll be writing a tune, Claire's already written hers.
I'm writing a song for a choir, for a school choir, and they're doing a big thing on the Sunday at lunchtime. Then we have a jam session. And there's just something for everyone. If you're new to jazz, some people might be thinking, I don't know where to start. We've got a jazz talk on Saturday afternoon called Jazz for Absolute Beginners. We've got BBC journalist and broadcaster Kevin Legenre's coming down, and he talks you through like good starting points for buying CDs for a jazz collection.
That's so cool.
It's
so you're
great.
thinking of everything. You're covering all bases.
We're trying to do the outreach. It's got to be for people that perhaps haven't tried jazz before, as well as the really loyal established jazz fans that are in our area, which is brilliant and vibrant jazz scene, and that's what Julian and I started to try and celebrate last year, and this is a continuation of it.
Yeah, so you spotted that there wasn't anything like this.
Yeah, absolutely. And
you set it
used
up.
to be, didn't there?
Well, obviously Brighton does rate itself as a place for performance, but it just doesn't catch those jazz artists in the UK who are really exciting, like Aaron Gosh, who is award-winning, multi-award-winning, touring the world, but has he played down here? No, he hasn't. So we're putting those things right gradually.
Excellent.
And also we've got an amazing sort of British lineup of almost like its own flavour, like a British flavoured jazz, an incredible sort of high priestess of jazz vocals, Norma Winston. In fact, there's a vocal theme, isn't there, running through the
Because I'm a singer, I think I've put a singer on. We've tried to get a singer. We have got a singer every night. We've got Imogen Ryle who's playing with them, Jack. Then of course we've got Norma Winston, MBE, who's just probably the most famous jazz singer in the country. Second perhaps to Cleo Lane. I mean, she's a complete legend. We've got Anita Wardell, who's a great bebop singer, doing a workshop, and then we've got Christine Tobin, wonderful Irish singer, doing quite a lot of Leonard Cohen sort of jazz stuff. And then I kind of crowbarred myself in on the Sunday to do some Ella Fitzgerald and Ellington stuff with Pete Long. So there's a vocalist each night, but also an instrumentalist. I think vocalists go down well. And
okay, so what are you, I know it's difficult to pick a favourite, and this is your baby, isn't it? What night are you most, or what day, what are you most looking forward to on the programme?
I'm looking forward to the Saturday night, not just because we've got Radio 3 coming down to do broadcast, which will be put out later. I love Aaron Gosh. I think he's a fantastic, I mean, he's a six-piece. They dress up in beautiful sort of guy saris, whatever they're called.
Okay.
And it's like Angra jazz, and it's Shoreham will never have seen anything like it before.
Okay.
He speaks well. He's a real star, and I think everyone's gonna be dancing to that. So that's my highlight if I have to pick one.
Yeah, I mean, it's just unfair, isn't it, to have to pick a highlight? But I think
Friday. Do it.
I think Friday because we've got just absolute heavyweights of the British scene who've been stalwart people over the years, just inputting creatively and working together in different combinations and just really accessible, beautiful jazz, beautifully played.
Yeah, you should just come for 3 nights, pay 60 quid, and have a whole weekend, and just walk out on Sunday night thinking, I really feel like I've discovered or I've celebrated this really important art form.
What we said were our 2 aims really was to shine a light on great artists in the South Coast area, but we also said that we wanted to give a stage to UK artists who didn't visit this area enough. And I think this year the emphasis is slightly more towards that and saying, look, there's an incredible wealth of incredible bands that you're just not going to see anywhere else. Down here, so we're hoping that.
We've got some people from London. Alex Garnett plays in the Ronnie Scott's All Stars. I mean, he's a great raconteur. He'll be a laugh, won't he?
He'll be absolutely magnificent.
And he'll have some great stories about the 50s and 60s Ronnie Scott's club. So we have widened the net a little bit, I think. I think that's what's different.
But also we've got commissions for local artists, and they're on the stage. They're doing the jam sessions. They've got a great gig there on Thursday. And I think with the workshops as well, all the sort of semi-professionals and learners and the junior musicians from schools who want to know about jazz, we're coming in and doing loads of workshops every day.
Sure. Now
performing.
Okay. Now just one more question. What with organising this, collaborating, putting it all together, curating it, are you guys actually going to get to enjoy any of it?
I'll have to concentrate on Sunday because I'm going to actually perform in the evening. But the rest of the time, I'm just going to be in and out.
Okay.
Gin and tonic and making sure everyone's in and having a nice time.
Good.
We did enjoy it. Julian played last year, and I think he had his sort of performing head on. But you can't help it because the rope tackle is it's run a lot by volunteers.
Okay.
They're so up for it. And the lady that runs it, Anne, is a sweet, lovely lady who's completely behind the music. So the vibe's good.
Yeah.
And there's a sort of glass window round that goes right round the outside. And if you have had a gin and tonic, it can be a bit New Yorky.
That sounds amazing.
But and working with Julian again, I mean, we both have our careers are busy, but it's great fun and we enjoy doing it.
Yeah, we love it.
That sounds great. It's really lovely listening to you guys speak about it. Where can we find out more about it and book our tickets?
There's ropetackle.co.uk and there's southcoastjazz.com.
All right.
So there's two websites, and Jazzwise and all the press are starting to talk about it now, and they're starting to do feature articles. We've got a feature article in the current copy of Jazzwise. It's like the glossy jazz magazine in the
go-to jazz magazine.
Yes, the go-to jazz magazine.
Brilliant, fantastic.
Just put it in a search engine, it'll come up. We're doing all right. So please come.
Okay, we will. Fantastic.
Our second festival.
Well done, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Wade, how are you? It has been a long time.
It's been a while. Has been a while, yeah.
It's been a while. In fact, it was about a year ago, and you were opening the first ever Spectrum night at the Brighton Dome. But a year's a long time. What have you been up to?
So I've been writing my album. We went around. I went around all around Brighton, getting samples of loads of different sounds from the Brighton area.
And what kind of things?
So I went to this printing press in Shoreham, and I got lots of sounds of the old printing machines, which was really great. And then I went into some ponds in Hampstead Heath in London, and I got sounds of the water from that. I did loads of different. I went to Snooper's Paradise and got some weird little trinket sounds. Okay. So those are all on the album, and I also got full-on orchestra, or like a mini orchestra. So we've got that on the album. So yeah, it's kind of a beast. Yeah.
Fantastic. I mean, because the last time we saw you, you had won a grant to record the album. So that's all now done and dusted. When's it coming out? When can we buy it?
So it's coming out next year. We're just kind of in the process of mixing and mastering it now, starting to do some gigs, and yeah, we'll be releasing it next year.
How did you come together to kind of agree that would be the type of sound that you wanted, that would be the music you would make together?
We just don't like drummers. We couldn't find one that we liked as a human or musically.
No, we haven't got any other friends.
Oh yeah,
so
that was the real reason. Yeah. This is the only people we know, so we decided to make some slow music.
And you make it beautifully. So you've recently released your new EP. How's that? So back in September. How's that been going? How's that been going down?
It's good. It's good. It's sort of strange because we wrote that. All those songs kind of came out of jamming, which is why they're kind of like minimum 8 minutes long. So that's good for us, but it's sort of very niche, I think, for a lot of people. It's like they can't get past the first 2 minutes of sadness before the drums and stuff come in.
What's the name of the album that's coming out? Because you mentioned it during the set.
Ooh, that is the ultimate question. It hasn't got a name yet. It's got like 5 different ones floating around, but we haven't ever agreed. Yeah, you'll find out with the press release.
What's in the running? Come on, what's your top 2 names, what it might be called?
I couldn't say. One of them's Mum and Dad.
That one's not winning. Let's be honest. So how much time do you get to spend on this, and sort of how much of your how much of you is invested in Mountbank?
I spend a lot of time doing it. I do try and write something every day, whether it goes into this project or into the band or any other endeavours. I will try and. I spend a lot of time doing it, but not necessarily the live stuff. I've kind of just selected a few live shows to do, rather than constantly gigging it, because I can't have the time. So. Yeah.
You've been gigging a lot this year. What does 2016 hold? I know you're kind of gearing up for a release of some sort.
Yeah, I'm actually I think after December, I'm playing a show in December on the 11th at the Hope and Ruin. But I think afterwards I'm going to stop and I'm going to sit down and literally write new material. But during that process, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to release the stuff that I haven't released and I've kind of been holding on to for so long. Because I'm a bit of a perfectionist, and I think if I hold on to them for any longer, like literally they might as well go in the bin. So I'm going to do a bunch of free releases, maybe some music videos if I can get some money behind that, and literally just stick them up online, hopefully get them premiered on through like ID, or I don't know, I haven't really thought about this to that extent, but I think
this is all breaking news right here.
This pretty much is. This, as of 2 hours ago, this is what I've decided. No. So yeah, I'm going to release, I think, maybe 8 tracks. So it's...
You were just saying you're in a group called Kaleidoscope, which is a collective of Brighton electronic artists. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Oh yeah, it was started by Sam Organ, who's Mountbank. Yeah. You just interviewed. We're doing a New Year's Eve kind of party as well as a Christmas one, which is...
Oh, plug away, man, plug away. Yeah, tell everyone about it.
Like on the 12th of December. So we kind of do parties, and it'll be at Sticky Mics and stuff. But yeah, it's essentially just a group of us kind of doing our thing.
So I'm here with Jen from Seeker, who have just done us a little bit of a performance of their new single, So Dance. How are you today?
I'm fine. I'm going out for dinner, which I'm quite looking forward to.
That's always good. I don't really know how to respond to that, but we'll carry on. Tell me a little bit about the single. What's it about?
It's all about expressing yourself your own way, and not being tied down and held down to other people's perceptions of who you should be. So basically being independent and being yourself and not holding back. And so the example is like dancing, like if you're on the dance floor, dance your own way. But the idea applies to the whole of life, really, like just be yourself.
So it's multi-layered, like a cake.
Yes, you got me thinking of Bake Off now.
Well, that's that. Did you think you were going to be comparing your single to Great British Bake Off today?
No, I didn't, but that's okay.
It's funny the way these things happen, isn't it? Organic, some would say.
Black Forest Gatto would be the one I'd go for, probably.
So the song is like a Black Forest Gatto.
I really want a Black Forest Gatto now.
I had a little bit of a look at the video for So Dance, and as the name would imply, shapes are thrown on Brighton seafront. Was it choreographed, or did you just get a few people down there to just throw things around?
It was really fun, actually. My sister dances, and she just basically got a whole load of her mates together to see what happened, basically. I had this idea in my head, this really good idea about getting kids to dance and stuff and doing their own thing. And that totally flopped and didn't happen. But these other guys just did. They were doing their own thing. So normally they would choreograph stuff and they would work quite intently on that sort of choreograph route. But we just wanted them to do their own thing. So it's basically just sort of a free-for-all through the whole thing. It was really fun, actually.
There's this bit where the 5 of them are sort of all like in a row, like doing this, like lifting the legs up or something. It's like a summary version of Thriller, I thought.
Yeah, it was. I loved that bit. That's one of my favourite bits, but I didn't want too much of that. I wanted to kind of do your own way thing.
So moving on from the single, as you can tell by our seasonal attire, Christmas is coming. And tell us a bit about what Seeker tend to do over Christmas.
So a few years ago, we released a Christmas album, kind of soulful with a bit of a jazzy edge to it. So every year, we basically rinse it to death and do loads of Christmas gigs. But we do our own one that we host ourselves, which we usually call the Christmas Special. But this year, we're doing the Christmas Spectacular.
What would be a Seeker family Christmas?
Oh, gosh. What do you mean, like food?
I just mean the general motif of it, the ideal Seeker Christmas.
Oh, it'd have to be a log fire, lots and lots of mulled wine, lots of pigs in blankets, plenty of gravy, nice music on in the background, just chilling out.
You got to have the gravy though.
Yeah.
Definitely. Now, on top of So Dance, you've obviously got plans for more recordings to come out in the new year. Give us a little bit of an idea of what's going to happen.
Sure. So we are we've had loads and loads of songs in the pipeline for quite a while. We're now just starting to work our way through them and whittle out which ones we want to put onto the next album. We're going to be releasing singles for the next little while. So instead of just shoving an album out there, which we could potentially do, because we have enough material, it needs finishing, but but we just thought it's nicer. Like if it was me on the other side of it, I'd rather have a little bit here and there. To kind of keep me interested, and it gives you something to look out for and stuff. So yeah, we'll be releasing singles, a bunch of them that will be on the album, but the album itself probably won't come out until the springtime.
So a little bit of drip feeding between now and then. Excellent. Well, good luck with the Christmas gigs and also with the album as well. And thanks a lot for joining us.
Thanks very much for having us.
Not a bother.